see if I can hear it on here. Did it got restream on?
Second, I'm sorry. It's the Bright Ideas Sports Show.
Yay!
We got us an in-studio guest, and the camera's only focusing on him.
Woo-hoo.
So
Right.
man, Mark's going to have to dominate here in the background.
Sure.
What's up, y'all? I know we missed y'all last week, but hey, we back this week. We got us a special in-studio guest.
What's happening, y'all? We here. Who that?
Who that?
Who that in the house?
What's up, man? This is the first time me and Mark have seen each other on the show in a minute. Pretty rare.
This what COVID do for you, bro. It bring you together at odd times. Good to be back, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Anything new with you, man?
Man, just been chilling, man. Picked up, trying to save the earth, man. I got a Tesla, bro.
I just saw that when I went down to the bathroom. I was like, "What car is that?" This guy has a Tesla.
Save the earth, you know.
Marcus is rolling with Elon now.
Gas
He's
is expensive.
Tell us some Bitcoin or some Dogecoin information that'll get us some money.
Gas is expensive.
I
That's
know it
all
is.
I got
When
for
the last
you.
time you went to the gas station?
I don't even look at it no more. I don't even know how much gas costs, right?
You don't even go get a diet soda?
Yeah, I don't even go there, man. I go to Family Dollar get it. Man. I don't even go to the gas station. Get the
good.
discount.
That's good. World of sports, it's going on with or without us. We almost close, y'all. Y'all already know we almost close. A lot of big things happening in the college football world. The SEC, which dominates everything, am I right? Yes, we do. Are causing a massive movement to come up with some people to come up with a plan to offset it, because that's a lot of money involved. Answer your guess. What you think about what's going on with the ACC and the Big 12 and the Big 10? I'm sorry, and the Pac-12.
I think they're trying to keep up. They're trying to maintain and trying to stay afloat. So they're doing whatever they got to do to make it happen. So kudos to them. See if they can do it, and we'll see. But I think it's a couple of years too late, quite honestly.
Yeah, I read today that maybe the Pac-12's not all the way in. Is that the thing I saw? What you think, Mark?
I mean, money talks, brother. I mean, these three conferences, they see the writing on the wall. They see what's happening. Big game every week is going to be a game in the SEC at this rate with the teams that's actually involved. And this alliance really didn't tell us nothing that they already been working on in college football. So the thing about this is it was pretty much meaningless. They just basically are going to shut themselves out from getting SEC competition, and that's going to hurt, because that's who's going to be on TV. That's who's going to be on all the platforms. That's who's going to be on at prime time. And, you know, you didn't even give them a chance to say, hey, we'll still play one of y'all too, even though we may pay 8 or 9 conference games a season. But, you know, hey, if they want to get together, then, you know, I just say they can beat up on each other, because at the end of the day, your conference is what tells where you're going to stand in the playoffs.
So I looked at the SEC and that new power conference we're building. That's not until 2025, right?
Well, news break this week was that Texas and Oklahoma may be leaving next season.
Oh, wow. So that's going to happen way faster.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it, man. The SEC makes a ton of money. And they signed up with this contract with ESPN that's providing a lot of money. And Texas and Oklahoma aren't broke schools. They got big boosters. Whatever they got to pay to get out of that Big 12 to go over here and start making this real money, they'll do it, man. So I see it happening probably next year for sure.
Oh, that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, their brand of football is like hit or miss. They're pretty. I mean, of course, ACC and you know the classics in the Big 10, but like they kind of like better at other sports to me. Like, I mean, not the money making sports. I mean, the conference as a whole. So I mean, is that gonna lure like the Foxes and the CBSs to them still, regardless?
I mean, they're gonna have to show something because ESPN Disney already locked up the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about it is that do you want to watch Wake Forest versus Oregon State?
Not at all.
So that's what it's going to come down to. Are TV providers going to want to pay their money to these teams to provide the games that they're going to provide?
Yeah. No. I assume you cheer for LSU.
I do.
We're trying to break up the monotony because all me and Marcus do is talk about championships. Championships. I know where it is. I always say it. And every time I say it, I'm supposed to have it ready. Where my stinger at, Marcus?
I don't know, man.
We know about championships.
I don't have my stinger. I'm sorry. I got the doggone phone on, y'all. I'm sorry. It's recording the show. It hears us. So that's going to be interesting to watch. But, are they going to be able to compete with the big powerhouses? I was talking to Mark, Saint fan back here. He was saying, like, that was pretty smart back in, what was that, 92?
It was 90 something.
We was in high school. The SEC formed a division.
That's
had
right.
A championship game. And that's what was like, that he said that was just ahead of their time. It was 10 years ahead of everybody.
Oh man, they got a show about it.
I remember
what
how
third?
how SEC changed.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that. I remember that. But that's going to be something interesting to watch. Segueing into your life, Marcus, what you do every day with everyday work. COVID. We've been talking about COVID way too long. Did y'all bring me up there? Okay.
Yeah,
I
man.
got one. Yeah. So we're giving the floor to the guy that works at the CDC and is close to Dr. Fauci and his recommendations. I think he's got Dr. Fauci on speed dial. Dr. Fauci, if you hear us, come on the show. But we got Marcus. What you think? I saw today. Me and Mark was talking today. Cole Beasley and another player got the. Is that the first fine?
Yeah.
It's got to be the first. They gave him $50,000.
Yeah.
You're going to see more of that, Marcus.
Yeah, definitely. Unvaccinated folks are definitely highly susceptible to catching this strain of the coronavirus. We need to understand this is not the same coronavirus that came a year and a half ago. This is a totally different bug, more contagious, seems to be attacking unvaccinated folks at a very high rate. In the NFL, with the close contact and being around, other people, it's just virtually impossible for us not to continue to see this. And the NFL, to their credit, they have set some standards that it's going to hurt if you come up positive or come in close contact. And the thing about it is you messing with people's money. So I think you're going to see a lot of businesses are going to mandate the vaccine because you catching COVID and not being able to work is hurting my bottom line. And that's in the NFL. They're not gonna let this go by easy because they're gonna lose money. I think we're gonna see more and more cases, more and more like we did last year. See more guys sitting out during the season. This is gonna have an effect on playoff positioning, have effect on fantasy football. It's gonna have an effect on everything. So it's kind of almost you need to figure out who's vaccinated and who's not.
Yeah, that's true. And do you think there's gonna be some early retirements?
I don't think so. Because the thing about it is these guys need this money because of the lifestyle they done set up. And they can't walk away from $10 million like that. And I don't know too many people that can. So I think what's going to boil down to is they're going to end up having to take this vaccine, bro.
Yeah, Cole Beasley pretty
They could be a Dennis Schroeder if they want to.
Ooh, leave $74 million on the table, man.
Because you didn't want to take a shot.
Oh, my
Because that's about
goodness.
to happen, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
About
my
to
goodness.
dictate your contract whether or not you make money based on if you test positive.
Yeah,
so,
that's
You
true.
don't have to do that if you're not going to get yourself vaccinated.
It's definitely it's gonna be something to watch because I think that's gonna be just like last year when you had games where, and I saw that the NFL said this year if you violate it, they're not gonna make the game up, they're gonna give you the L.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna give you
And that's going to hurt even more.
So now your teammates going to lose money.
Right.
They're going to be on
Ooh,
you. Say, dude, I make $300,000 a game.
Ooh.
What you doing?
There's gonna be there's gonna be some very heated conversations in the locker room.
I was having a talk on, I think it was Fox. I think it was Shannon and Skip and saying that, Mac Jones vaccinated, Cam Newton not vaccinated. You got to make a decision on who to keep. I'm going to keep the guy that's vaccinated because he's the safer pick.
That has to go into play.
It has to.
It does.
Yeah.
That's gonna be very interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting. But hey, that's their money. Hey, we got a job. We got the shot. I got the shot. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen, but hey, it gave me.
Let me ask you this: if you take shots, the Toradol, or what is the stuff they take to you, the doctor, to prevent the injuries? Sometimes they have injuries.
Toradol,
they take all this type of stuff that affect their bodies in several different ways. I mean, you'll have several surgeries. You'll take shots for anything just to play. But you're not going to take this vaccine that's been thoroughly tested, and it's, Pfizer's already been approved by the FDA.
Yeah.
So you're going to deny that just based on these theories and stuff that you're hearing. I don't know. This doesn't make sense because of things that they do in their normal life to play football. Why would you not do this to prevent yourself from being unavailable for your team?
I mean, I say the same. I mean, it's your choice for sure, but at the same time, like somebody gave me like the inside to win the lottery.
Yeah.
This might help you get the 289 million that you see on 285 every day
Right.
on the way to work.
Right.
That could be mine. So shout out to y'all that's vaccinated and unvaccinated. Hope everybody, fixes their battle.
Wear your mask, man.
That's wear your mask.
Hell,
please.
wear
That's
your
what I
mask,
say.
bro.
That's what I say.
Vaccinated or not, wear it.
That's what I say. If you ain't gonna do it, at least cover up.
Right.
All right. Next weekend, I was in Tuscaloosa last Saturday. I scurried by the stadium just to, get that feeling, that emotion. Since I'm not gonna be at all those games, but hey, the college football starts on Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday
night.
night.
It's
Yeah.
Thursday night. We got the top.
Well, it starts Saturday night.
Saturday.
We got Alcorn State versus
Central.
North Carolina
Yeah,
Central.
I didn't put
Yeah.
that slide up. I know you did, and I thought that game. I thought Fam and played too though. Jackson State.
Maybe.
Yeah, down in
Who
Miami.
knows?
That's the big one in the HBCU world. But this is the top 10 for the other teams we cheer for. Of course, number 1
Again.
is LSU up there.
That's what I was looking
Is
for.
LSU purple.
I don't see L nothing.
Purple.
Oh, none of these teams start
I
with
got a
L.
purple light shining on him in the background right there. Got a purple light. So, but how you like this lineup? Guest studio guy. What you think about this?
It is what it is. Iowa State, I'm shocked. Cincinnati, I'm like, what? Oregon, Iowa, seriously. So this is all pre. Sometimes when you talk about pre stuff, it's not relevant, right? Like pre this and pre that. So we're gonna just wait till the whistle's blown and everybody got to get out on the field and play, because we'll be in that number when it counts.
Yeah, I always say it. This right here is only really 4 gonna stick up there. I say Bama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Ohio State. That's gonna stay in there. That's perennial right there. And then the rest is up for grabs. Cincinnati looked good, ended the year good last year. They beat Auburn, right?
But I do
Yeah.
think Oklahoma is going to be good.
Yeah, they do. They
It's a
definitely
good addition to the
poison them.
SEC.
They got a wide receiver. I saw they just signed a young guy.
But you know what? Here's the sleeper of the whole top 10. Iowa State got 23 returning seniors
That means
on
something.
their team.
yeah,
In college football,
Didn't y'all do that to beat us?
yeah, exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
know. I don't know.
Exactly.
You know how guys make
Y'all-
it?
Exactly,
y'all had
Mark.
grown
Exactly.
men,
I had
bro.
grown
Y'all
men.
had grown
Grown
men
men.
playing
They
against
don't
little
be back
boys.
with their junior year, man.
Man, come on, man.
Seriously.
Them boys was seniors. They
Those
came back.
having a team full of seniors make a difference in college football.
Coach,
Who we talking about? Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow was the only senior.
no, y'all had some old. No, that was Clemson that did that to us.
Yeah, they
came
had a
back,
whole
they was
bunch.
mad they lost. And they brought back them NFL players.
Everybody
Yeah.
was underclassmen. So much underclassmen, they sat out years. Just
Yeah.
To,
I think it's gonna be status quo and all these. I mean, of course, the SEC always up for grab, but right here in the Pac-12, Big 12, Big 10, Pac-12. I'm messing up. Big 12. It's gonna be the normal.
Well, this gonna change because Clemson played Georgia first game.
L for Georgia.
You got Bama playing Miami, Oklahoma playing a scrub, Iowa State playing a scrub. I think Ohio State played Minnesota, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Texas A&M a scrub. Cincinnati, I don't know. Oregon, I don't know. And Iowa, I don't know.
Yeah, that's just,
But I'm saying the top 4 is gonna shake up.
well, yeah, for sure. First week. For
Yeah.
sure. Ohio State will move up there pretty quickly after they probably put up 50 on Minnesota.
Right.
They lost to them last year, though, didn't they?
Nah.
They lost to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's what they lost to. Well, shout out to Top 10. We almost back, y'all. We almost back, but down here in the South, this is what we talk about. These teams here. Dang, Alabama in the same spot. Let me look at that one more time. One. Oh. Bama's in the same spot.
Joy Wide Land.
Yeah, it
We
ain't
got a
going nowhere.
defense coming.
We have been enjoying it.
Our D line is dominant.
Oh,
in college
God.
football,
Can
you
you
gonna
score
do
some
one thing.
points?
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Okay. You said just score. Saban finally bought in. Defense, you just need a couple stops. You need to score some points.
So I read that this year's defense may be one of the most spectacular defenses Bama done had.
Not
we
92,
we,
but
we got a lot of strong D linemen. Dale, Ray.
you gonna hear
We
about
got
'em.
we got 4 or 5 linebackers that can play at any time, and our secondary is pretty good back there. So we might be in this shutout business this year. I think, Kev. I think we might
I
be in the
like that.
shutout business.
I like that. I like shutout business, don't you, Mark?
Yeah,
I do.
Remember that year y'all didn't cross the 50-yard line?
I know. Who did that to them?
I don't know.
Jordan Jefferson.
What year was that?
I don't even remember.
One of them championship years.
I knew I was in the streets of your city, drinking and throwing up in it.
What y'all did in 2019?
Oh God!
What have you done for me lately?
Give somebody one ticket. You know what I'm saying?
One ticket. They
One
ain't
ticket,
gonna
dog.
sniff that no more.
Ain't smelt the playoffs.
That was a Cam Newton type year.
It was.
It was the Sean shined on. He got all the records. It's all good. It's all good. Staying with college football, man. These NIL deals, man. Oh my goodness. I highlighted Bryce because he got $1 million from Cash App. I can't use Cash App no more, so we all know why. I can't use Cash App no more. But it was fun. It's easy to send money. Now I got to Apple Pay you. I guess I can't use Cash App. But $1 million for a kid. We went to Morehouse. He went to Southern Tuskegee. Can you imagine if they gave you $1 million?
I'm rich. Probably wouldn't know how to act.
Man.
Probably
man.
wouldn't. We're not gonna know how to act. Come on, man. $1 million in Atlanta.
But the key is this guy
In 96.
comes from something.
96.
So his mama and them not at home waiting on him to get these millions to go.
I hope it's going
Ball
to their
out.
account, not his account.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the story said Nick said he's handling it pretty well. You wouldn't even know he had $1 million contract or something.
Until I mean, because I know, man, they gave me $1 million, bro. Man.
But $1 million ain't nothing compared to 200 million.
Yeah, that's true.
So you ain't gonna really act a fool over $1 million. Thank you, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
But you
act
can get
up.
some more. You can
Yeah, I
get
can get
some
some more.
But
Yeah.
think about it, how you preparing yourself, and like it's almost like the minor league thing in baseball.
Right.
Like before you get the big bang, you get to practice having a little money.
To understand money and how to handle money. Yeah, that's true.
Theo on our last, he said he's shaking his head at Kool-Aid McKinstry. We ain't even got the JaQuincy McKinstry. Kool-Aid shouted from South Georgia. But no, we're going through the little quick ones that I thought was kind of cool. From Alabama, if y'all ever been there before, we got a place called Milo's Hamburgers. I don't know what the craze is about them, but you know,
The
it's-
tea off the chain.
yeah, the tea's good, but,
But other than that,
the
that's
hamburger,
it, bro.
The sauce tastes like they scorched it in the bottom of it.
Yeah,
sorry,
bro.
Milo.
It's
I know-
bad,
I know
bro.
we hurting. But the Eric King got. If anybody needs to move, they got college hunks moving. Wait, jump. That's what it is. Yeah, college hunks moving jump. So that's a nice one. I thought it was very cute that Sam Howell got Bojangles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know a couple of players that probably could have got Bojangles.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, this is just the beginning of his Heisman hype.
Okay.
Because they want him I think they ranked 11, something like that, North Carolina. But I
Oh.
think they're gonna want him to be the Heisman hopeful.
Oh, man.
You
There
know.
you
What
go.
about
There you go.
Darren Stingley?
I saw
Stingley came
Stingley.
forward.
Stingley, I saw him. I was typing. I was trying to get the funny ones. Yeah, Stingley got 2 of them. He got Baton Rouge Sliders, and he has. Yeah, I don't get no. and Smoothie King. So that's a nice check.
And he
coming
got
to-
Ford. Ford gave him a brand new Mustang.
Man, you know that.
Supercharged.
So that means he gonna try to. They gonna make sure send your friends to me. Send your friends to
And
me.
what about the Pittsburgh guy who got his offensive lineman a meal every week with a local restaurant? And he did some stuff to work with.
What type of numbers is that restaurant doing?
I don't know.
In COVID? $1 million DoorDash?
That's all right.
That's how he
Man.
chose to use his. He
They,
said,
we
"We're
never
gonna
open it again. We just
gonna
gonna be
feed our offensive
DoorDash, Uber Eats. That's what we're gonna do.
Right.
I don't know if y'all know it. I was watching the girls. I think it was like the conference championship games. You know how you stay up and watching TV, and I remember seeing these two little girls. I kept saying like, man, this girl played the whole game. I didn't realize it was twins. So these two young ladies, Haley and Hannah Cavender, they played for Fresno State. And I was like, oh, I was like, man, this girl got the energy. She out there for 48, like just. Well, how long college play? 48.
Yeah.
40 minutes. They play
40.
40. So
Football?
Basketball.
is 40. Remember Nolan Ryan 40 minutes of hell. But yeah, so they got Boost Mobile. They had that was pretty large. They never even showed the money they got, but if it's two of them, they got to be giving them at least what 500,000 a piece at least on the bottom end. Because if he's getting $1 million, but you know they got that appeal. They kind of attractive young ladies. So I mean, that's shout out to them, man, that they making ways so these ladies get the same amount as these fellas, because fellas don't need to get all the money. But the last one, the best one. What flavor Kool-Aid do you like? Purposaurus Rex here.
This dude has straight up.
Red.
Red. That's not flavor. Yes, it is. Red.
They took a childhood nickname and made a couple dollars off of it. That's
Yeah.
all right.
That's all right for he from Georgia too.
Yeah.
Look at his name.
JaQuincy.
Georgia
Quincy.
Georgia Quincy. I hope he good. I mean, if he getting burnt, you can't get an NIL and be a bad player.
Right.
At all.
Right.
Up against the wall. That's our 30-minute time slot. You don't try to be on here too long. We know it's the middle of the week. Marcus will be here in a second to talk about his beer. I guess we'll be back in a little bit. I'm kind of drawing a blank because I hadn't done this in a while, but this is the Right Idea Sports Show. This is Marcus Collins, and we got an in-studio guest,
Yay!
Jark Munson.
Give it up for him.
He's definitely.
Who that?
Oh my God,
Still James?
we'll get to that in a minute. But this is the Right Idea Sports
Still
Show.
James?
Give us a second. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
And we back with Marcus Collins with his beer of the week.
All right, everybody.
We got it up there. We got one camera right. It's usually me and Marcus, and the person in the back keep taking away the focus.
My
So,
bad, y'all.
This is
It's all
called Asheville Loves Y'all. It's a collaboration with High Wire Brewing and Wicked Weed, one of my favorites. It's only 6.8% by volume, but it's a West Coast style IPA, tropical banquets of hops. It's quite tasty. I'm almost done with mine. As you can see, I've opened mine. But
what is tropical banquets of hops? How does it taste? It tastes good.
Tropicana.
It tastes like the one down in New Orleans, like the purple one, purple
It's
haze.
citrusy.
Yes, it's citrusy, but it don't have a bitter bite. It's
Oh, not at all.
It
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
straight down.
Yeah, what's the
6.8.
6.8?
So you could sip on this.
Yeah, I was drinking Double Jeopardy last night.
Ooh.
Double Jeopardy put you in the
Man,
bed.
Double Jeopardy make you lay down.
Double Jeopardy.
But-
Mark came home before I even got home. He said, "Yeah, he sleep already."
Damn.
I think it was like 3 double jeopardies in a mouth.
Yeah, it was definitely. So y'all know what time it is. It's time for football. It's time for the NFL. Everybody loves the NFL. I think they do. Yes, we do. We love the NFL. That's what it's all about. A couple weeks ago, we did the NFC South and we did the AFC South, I think, didn't we?
That's right.
So we're going to knock out 2 because we weren't here last week. NFC West, got some fun stuff going on. Talked to Mark. He was like, yeah, I think Kyle is a prima donna a little bit. You know, he didn't want to play. So that's an issue, look like to me, that's going, people's going to be questioning his level.
Frisco.
I think so, too. How you got your finishing, Mark? Give me that 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got I thought about this, and I think that I'm going with the Rams. Then I think I'm gonna go with Frisco, Seattle, Arizona. The reason I say that is because I think the Rams defense is has been keeping them competitive, but now they have a quarterback that can actually throw.
Oh, they got a quarterback. Still got some velocity.
And I think that with Sean McVay calling plays, I think that's going to be a real big benefit because it change up the whole offensive philosophy. San Francisco is good, but I think they're going to have to make the change to Trae Young. I see that already, just with Garoppolo and what he's done. But until that happens, and then the kids got to grow up. But I think they got enough talent around him to keep him competitive, but he still got to learn how to win in the NFL.
Yeah, piggybacking on that, I just happened to read a story last night how the Matthew Stafford to L.A. went down. I think Matthew Stafford was in Mexico, maybe, Cancun, and Whitworth was there. And I guess they friends from, I want to say they know some friends from somewhere. I can't remember. So they met up. And he was like, man, you should come out to L.A., kind of like, you've been up there forever, blah, blah, blah. You should get out of there. You should come to L.A. So when he even got back to Detroit, he was kind of like, I thought about leaving because I feel like I've done everything I could here and win. And then they I think Sean McVay came to meet him this off season. And then they chatted beside the pool, kind of went back and said, boom, hey, I don't want this to be a big drawn out. I don't want to be kind of on the news like that. Just want to either boom, drop it, and go from there. And the management understood because, pretty much he gave him a lot of his quality years. But he said that he remembers a play. McVay said he remembered a play when he was offensive coordinator or assistant offensive coordinator in Washington. It was a game. The game was tied up maybe 10-10. And he threw like some type of pass that he said like, man, only he could have put that in there with the velocity. So he said he still got some more left and he sees some in him. So I'm kind of excited for that, especially for fantasy. Not for like my team. My team sucks, but it's good to see Matthew Stafford because I always wanted to see what he could do because I always thought he had a cannon for an arm. Him and Calvin just kind of rotted away up in Detroit. No bad shots to Detroit.
Barry Sanders, I can keep going. All these dudes.
It's like the Detroit Lions are like what's that place up there, Claremont Lounge, where strippers go to die, where football players go to get an injury. So no,
I think the Rams gonna be pretty dynamic on offense, man. Your coaching is everything, and if you got the tools, I think they're gonna be pretty good, man. Arizona, I'm agreeing with Mark. I think Kyler Murray don't look like he's progressed where he should.
Yeah, he looks so little out there.
Yeah, he does,
so
man.
Who's there out of? Do we have to play this conference this year? We played them last year.
No, we don't play any of them.
We played Buffalo. No, we played NFC East.
Yeah,
that's how we played the Eagles. Yeah.
Yep.
So none of these guys we're gonna see this year. So I saw a funny story just thinking of the Rams. They said I don't know if it was Shawn Michael. Shout out to Shawn Michael. He might be listening, but it was saying that who had a bust prime years, and guess who it was?
Who?
Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
Who had the shortest prime? That's what it was. Because remember he was balling when he had like 2 years where he was like a fantasy stud, and then I guess all that free hitting
hit the dirt.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like a bad feeling. Next conference. Let's think about these guys. I heard Teddy is the starter. Mark, he left New Orleans and he's come to hang out with
Teddy. We love Teddy, man. Teddy did his thing.
Teddy did. That Chicago game he did. Was that him that passed? Yeah, he played that game.
5-0, baby. 5-0. What you think James was going to do? It's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, God. I saw that pass. It was terrible.
Who that?
I saw that pass. I was like, I just saw my defense being the one getting thrown. I was
right.
Like, oh, they looking like us. Hey,
they dropping it in the bucket on there.
Oh goodness, it's gonna be interesting. I think this conference is pretty set forward. That Kansas City's the front runner in here. Chargers may make an advance. I think my man, knowing that he has a job, Tyrod Taylor is not there, so he's not looking over his shoulder. What you got? Same thing. I say KC, San Diego, Raiders and Broncos. No, Broncos and Raiders.
I gotta pretty much agree with that. Teddy being named the starter gives me hope that the Broncos will compete. I watched them a lot last year. They got a lot of young talent. We'll see what he can actually do with that. The Raiders, once again, they got a lot of young talent. and just got to see what they can do with it. And the Chargers already shown what they can do, and they had a bunch of guys hurt. We got to remember that too from their defense last year. Bosa kid was hurt. James was hurt, the safety.
Oh, Derwin.
Yeah. So they'll get those guys back, and they're gonna be pretty competitive. And like I said, Herbert just shocked me,
I
man.
mean, they had a great game again. Didn't they take him to the max when they played KC?
Yeah.
Herbert was throwing that thing.
They lost a lot of games by like 3. I mean, a bunch of them.
Yeah. Did my man get a new job? You know,
He a offensive coordinator for Detroit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought he was a defensive guy.
Nah.
That's funny. But yeah, I think the AFC nothing exciting here, man, because these other two teams they just kind of moseying along for
Right.
the Aaron Rodgers sweepstake.
You're right.
I got the Chargers winning the West.
Oh.
I got the Chargers.
So who would you be targeting on that team if you had to mess with some Chargers?
I ain't gonna tell y'all that, but you can look at the roster and determine for yourself.
You can look at the 55 on the team, the 70-man roster. Is it 70
The
men?
Chiefs have not gotten better. They have gotten better on the offensive line, but
Yeah.
they still the same players when it comes to the offense, special players, the
Yeah.
wide receivers and the running backs, which is not bad. But I think that the Chargers players are more electric.
Yeah, I mean-
I think they have a better defense.
Yeah, they do. Definitely.
Than Kansas City.
I think they got a better defense for sure. I just think like this is gonna be a point conference right here. Look like I don't think it's gonna be too much defensive standouts. So when you think about it that way, I feel like if you just playing an outscore me game, KC gonna give him some points. And if soft tissue injury Tyreek can stay healthy and blow the top off, I think it's gonna be the status quo in this division.
But another thing, you got to learn how to win. So San Diego, I still think mentally them 3-point losses, they got to get over that and get over the hump. But it's all good though. I Patrick Mahomes is almost like Tom Brady and me betting. Until you beat him,
Yeah.
I'm betting on Patrick Mahomes. Right?
Our old offensive coordinator, who that is our old quarterback coach is the offensive coordinator.
Oh.
There we
So
go.
he is taking our offense, which will elevate.
Oh yeah, he gonna do some. Well, we know he gonna be throwing some 5-yard outs. He gonna. Hey, I need you to go 5 yards, turn around and catch 600 of them, and have a 1,500 yards and 1,700 catches in the first year. Mike, shout out to Mike.
I'm sorry.
Mike Thomas.
Oh.
Mike Thomas go long is 10 yards. I'm gonna go out there this
Drew
time.
Brees. That was with Drew Brees.
Look for
That was
me.
Jameis.
You better get back on the field because Colston. I mean, not Colston. What's that boy name that caught that ball?
Callaway.
Callaway. Hey,
That's
that.
no threat. Imagine them together. Ooh,
He
with
just gonna,
Kamara.
I mean, he's gonna be second read, third, maybe third, because Kamara coming out the backfield. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Wide open.
We gonna see.
Jameis 5,000 yards.
Prize picks. Me and Marcus, we've been trying to get Prize Picks to come hang out with us and give us some love. But if you are in a state or a place that plays fantasy or allows fantasy football, and not really hip to how fantasy football works, daily fantasy can be a headache. It can be challenging, and you can lose some money, some real money, if you're betting like that. But Prize Picks makes all this stuff pretty much easy. Each day they give you a ability to choose an over-under. The over-under is based on actual game score or yardage or points, 3 points, whatever it is, whatever the sport is. And then they also do fantasy points. Me and Marcus played all kind of during the playoffs, and we was knocking them down. So if you guys are in a state that can allow that, it is definitely fun to play. It's based here in Atlanta. And I called them. I told Marcus I got in touch with them, and they was like, "Yeah, let us know." So I put them on the show tonight, so maybe they can, pop up. Maybe they'll come in and talk. Give us a free a coupon
For entry.
So an entry. So say we can match. You put in $50, they give you $50. So we'll see what happens. So Prize Picks, try it out. It's pretty cool. I look at my I look at my Prize Picks. Huh?
They matched 100. They matched.
Yeah, they did. They did match 100 for you. So y'all check it out. Prize Picks. Reason we talk about that because it's fantasy football time. Anybody got some studs out there? Theo, Griff, Gil.
Gibb say Winston MVP, so it look like Jameis Winston is the sleeper pick of the
I
fantasy
was sitting
football.
there thinking but see, we got a person in our league that will draft the entire Saints football team. Colin Herbert. I have my mind. I'm gonna get one or two Saints. Maybe the DN. They give me some extra points if I'm down, and then maybe one of the receivers. When you get Cole got the quarterback, the running back, the best receiver. I'd be like, Cole, what you gonna do on the bye week?
Right.
He'd be like, I'm gonna take that L. I know for sure I'm gonna lose one. I'm like, but yeah, Jameis is definitely on my list now. I can say that much. I'm not gonna give too much of my list because I ain't never won the league. We started the league during Katrina, right? Yeah, we started. It was Katrina. We ain't had nothing to do. I was at KP. I was staying in the same apartment complex. This is our 16th or 17th year. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Coming on with the trophy.
Hey man, our trophy's nice. I wish I could show it. Chris, if you listening, I know you driving. I know you got them ties to the pavement. But
Chris drive with the trophy?
he probably does. He probably drives with
Up
it.
front.
Fantasy stud. I'm gonna give my fantasy stud, and I don't know if it was a surprise, but I like the Callaway guy down in New Orleans. Callaway, I like him.
Who that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a who that. Marcus, who's your fantasy stud?
My fantasy stud is gonna
Cole
be
Beasley, what?
AJ Brown. You got Julio to take all the double teams off of you, and you are over there 1-on-1.
Wow, that's definitely good. That's definitely good.
If Tannehill get off the COVID protocol.
Theo, I was gonna say Justin Jefferson, but I didn't want these guys in here that's sitting by me to be thinking. But I know the one behind me already got him on this list.
He on my list.
Oh God,
I'm going to share somebody with y'all.
Let me give him a pen.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I agree.
Ezekiel Elliott.
He you know why? Because in fantasy, this is the one thing I learned when you play it. If you do that recency, if you try to say, "Oh, I'm gonna take the hot man because last week he did this," that recency bias, they'll forget about a player that's more consistent just based off, like say for example, Cameron Brate catch 3 touch. No, what's the guy for Green Bay that caught the 3 touchdowns? This is against y'all, wasn't it?
That's the dude I had. T or something.
What's the tight end for Green Bay? I can't think of his name right now. But remember he caught 3 touchdowns in the game.
Yeah.
And everybody the next week went to him because he was $3,400, on DraftKings. He got him a good old probably 2 points, You can't do that, and that's the type of things you have to use in daily fantasy to like kind of offset, because you got to think about what's everybody gonna do. Pretty much the reason why daily fantasy is successful is because of their advertisement. They'll put up, "Oh, you can win $1 million," and when you get in there, all you're gonna do is go in there and say, "Okay, I'm gonna choose this person," blah 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 blah. But those sharks, that's not how they do it. They make a list of players. Not that you have time to do that, but they make a list and then they max out the entries. They feel like an entry may say you can do $20 20 times, or $100 10 times. They make multiple rosters with players that they just crunch numbers, because most of those guys are former what's the word I'm trying to think of? Investment people. They worked in the stock market, so they already deal with probability and all that stuff. So they just killing the game. They're just killing the game. Gibb said, "Hey Marlon, Marlon, I am. You see the comments up there, Mark? That's the comments, live comments up top. Marlon, there's no one else but me. That's all you know. When you came into the fantasy world, who'd you see? Me. So yes, that no man probably shouldn't hold that power, but I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. No, I'm not giving up the power, man. I'm the man. I started the league. Hey, until I die, I'm like Jerry Jones, baby. I'm like Jerry. Did y'all see that? Mark showed me. You saw that drone fly through the building? That was a drone shot.
No, I ain't watched it yet.
That was a drone. That was a drone. Like literally, the racing drone. So that dude probably was outside the building, and he was just using his goggles, his first-person goggles, and he was just flying. That's when when I realized it was a goggle, when he went around that corner and just turned around, they'll flip the drone over, and like it'll turn, and he can flip it back upright. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Wow.
But it was good, and people was just doing a normal thing. Like he was avoiding them, and the door opened up and came out and went up to the man. It was a dope shot. Jerry got a good advertisement.
Wow.
That's
sure
all
that's
that
the
sauce
best.
he put on that sausage McMuffin.
Boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did put a lot of salt.
That dude there, I said, man, you want to die today.
Oh man, he trying to check out.
2 bottles of water.
I was
Boy.
like, man, Yeah, he did fly that drone better than Honduras, man. Marlon, really? Okay, let's talk about that. So, yes, I went to Honduras and bought my drone. I bought all my cameras and stuff. And we got on the boat, and man, that boat, bro, I was so dizzy. I was like, man,
I got a picture I should have uploaded.
crazy, bro. This was
I got a picture of him.
man, that was
Look, man, we got to take Marlon off the show, man. You bringing up old
messing
stuff,
up,
dog.
So,
Yeah,
man, look, we've been in that show, man. We getting it. We had 45
gangster.
minutes. We had 45 minutes. So we go talk. So I don't know about y'all,
Oh, man.
but there's a crazy craze on the internet. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life because there's no way I would do this. But this crate challenge. You watched it, Mark?
Bro, I done watched so many of these.
Oh my goodness, man.
Man,
The falls. Bro.
this is this is one of the craziest challenges I ever seen.
I mean, but it's like it's like
You know you gonna fall.
Get hurt,
Right.
You're gonna get hurt. Like why?
It's gonna hurt bad. It's gonna hurt real bad.
For the likes, man.
Man.
People need likes.
Man, that's so. If y'all don't know, everybody probably knows this dumb thing that they're doing. It's a crate challenge. The crate challenge is people. I don't even know how they make the rules. Like, is the top one? Let's see what's counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just to get over.
You gotta get over. You just gotta get
And
over.
then you gotta get the top and pause. Like that's
2 feet. That's what they say. 2 feet.
Oh, you have to do that?
Yeah, you gotta put 2 feet on the top one.
2 feet on there. You
Yeah.
have to put 2 feet. So I'm trying to pull up the one that I have.
Man, do y'all know how unstable these crates are, man?
Man, yeah, we see it every day. Like that's
And plastic is cheaper these days than it was back in the day.
like the question.
It's not even doable.
It's so funny when people say, "Man, where are you getting these crates from?" But you know, I got this little cut through route where I live, and it's behind Publix. Man, they got so many crates out there. I said, man, that's where they get these crates from. They
Yeah.
just go on the backside of the grocery store, and then they get it. I'm trying to pull up
It's
the.
been like that for years, though, but nobody just did that.
Yeah, hold on a sec. I got the one. I'm gonna pull it up, y'all.
Somewhere to
I'm gonna pull this one up. Let's pull it over. Here we go. So this one right here, this is YG was with T.I. I think that's what it was. Is that
Wait,
him?
YG doing this?
Yeah. Look at this, man. This is the crazy.
look at this crazy, man.
Man, they be fun.
Oh,
Oh my
ooh,
God.
ooh.
Man, that is crazy. Somebody Gift just said somebody died. Now this this is your neighborhood local. It's like Felicia from
Right.
Friday.
A lot of them been like Felicia's and
Right.
Because you know that's
Smokies.
it's
I
like
mean, not
somebody.
Smokies,
It's like
Bells.
somebody with the
Right.
Philips 76.
But
Whatever you do.
It's like picking somebody up from the Philips 76.
Oh,
my
God.
God! What is
Dog,
actually
man.
going on, bro?
This is
These
crazy,
people
man.
are crazy.
for the likes.
Man, it look like
The
it hurts.
Halloween version.
Like it hurts so bad. Oh, you hit your head,
Look at
bro.
him. Yeah, he got
Oh.
drunk. They pay him. I guess they get him with the $500. Like that's
That's what they giving him?
I mean, that's how they
Man, he bounced off the pavement, bro.
So look at him. He got.
Oh.
You know what I be thinking though sometimes though is when you fall down, you catch the edge of that crate.
Yeah.
You rub against your ribs.
Yeah. You saw the one where the dude kicked him out from under the dude, man.
Oh yeah.
I said, man.
I said he got.
I said, man, you go with,
He gotta
yeah,
fight it.
you gotta
He
get
gotta
swung
fight
on
it.
for that one, brother.
He got to fight it.
He
This
got
is
his mask on, though. He about it.
there's mask on his chin. I see.
You COVID ready there, bro.
$500 on the other side of that orange crate.
That's a stupid rule, though. If I could just get over it, I'd be good. Why I gotta put 2 feet on it?
Oh man.
Because they want to make sure you fall.
Yeah, exactly.
Marlon, we don't care if Clemson's better than Alabama. When
In
was that?
checkers. In checkers.
There you go. The Nintendo 64. Yeah, man, this is crazy. But yeah,
Don't do this, man. Come on,
Do
man.
not do this. Why do we even have to talk about not doing? Why do we even have to
do it.
talk?
We need amusement.
I mean, nobody I know. I mean, don't do this, man.
Nah.
This is crazy, man. You catch you land on your neck. That's it.
Yeah.
You blow.
You in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
blowing in the thing.
Yeah, Gip, I saw the one with the dude. They started shooting at him when he was doing it.
You saw a dude with no legs?
Oh wow, he
Nah.
got killed. They got killed. That was in New Orleans.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I
a
saw
dude with no legs go up there.
Yeah,
What?
No, oh, you see the guy that Snoop put up on this dude that had no legs, and he did it on like his highest one was 3,
Go ahead, bro.
and he fell off.
Go ahead, bro. Man, I'm out of here.
Oh,
Man, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man.
Literally, he got up to the top, and because he was up there, they were trying to get over it. It fell. Fell on his chest. He had his chest on him, but his highest one was 3. So 1, 2,
3.
But look, it took a long time to get to the
Oh man! Oh man!
Hey, man.
Oh,
Y'all stupid.
I got nothing else on that.
Oh,
Marcus,
man.
you got
A week, man.
You was Gip said it was double his height. yeah. That was
Oh.
definitely.
Oh, man.
I got nothing else for the week. Mark's here from New Orleans.
Who that?
The Who That's in the house. I know the Who That's are listening. Shawn Michael, if he is. He told me today that it might be a hurricane potentially. Hopefully that does not happen. They don't need that down there. I lived through that. That was definitely not something I remember staying at Mark's house and that first one, that same season. The trash can just blowing down the street. I was like, oh man, this is a hurricane? This is what it's like? Mark said, nah, this ain't no hurricane. It's just a tropical storm. I said, man, I'd like to see a hurricane one time. He was like, don't see no like that.
You don't want to see no hurricane. And what happened?
Katrina came.
A month,
Sure did.
a month later.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half later, bro. That was the worst thing. My house flooded, man. I lost all my yearbooks.
Gip said they getting it in Baton Rouge, bro.
Yeah. Well, we get. Oh, right now, that's what that's the
No,
projected
where
thing.
it's coming, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, Mark up here in Atlanta, so he was talking. So I
I
guess he gonna hang out with us. I remember checking on your house, Mark, when I went over there.
appreciate that, Kevin.
Breaking the window, and I had to break in your
Bust
house.
your ass
bro.
on the sludge.
I had to break in your house. I had to bust
I
the window.
appreciate that, man.
But that's it for me.
Hey,
We got
y'all.
some drinking to do because Marcus came over here to hang out.
Yeah, bro.
And shout out to
16
you.
ounces.
Oh yeah, 16 ounces for sure. And that's it for us, man. Bright Idea Sports. Hey. Sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. Bright Idea Sports. We out.
Push the wrong bird.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. We try to have cake with these. That's how we get
You watch them like, yeah, every time I give it to you, every time.
Oh yeah, I learned this shit,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like,
I learned that. I said, Marcus,
from
I
the first time
made
you
a
did it
light bulb
to now,
explode.
I'm
Nigga.
like, yeah, I could tell you be fucking with this shit.